Quarantine Daily Routine. I'm Tanner Gott, and I hope you are well. We're starting to see a glimmer of hope that this quarantine period could be starting to conclude. Now let me ask you something. When you head back out to the world, are you going to be in a better place than when you went in? Times of chaos reveal to us our true selves. Times of comfort, it's easy to put on an everything is great mask, but when times get hard, who we honestly are at that particular time will be revealed to us regardless if we want to see it or not. Did you pay attention to what this period showed you? I did, and let me tell you, I have a lot to improve. I've done some soul searching towards perfectly identifying who I truly want to be and what I want out of this life. I seek purpose. There has to be more to this than just living day to day to grow old and pay bills. Well, playful is life, and it challenges us to a game. Being here means we agreed to play, but its first challenge is you won't remember this agreement. Until you decide to participate, life will play for you, and you must accept the results. Many will choose this. Life is a fierce competitor. Life will use those who don't participate as pawns, helping to challenge those who do. To play, you must take control and go after your desires, rather than settling for what life is willing to give. These are the few who've passed life's second challenge, which is finding out what they want. In conquering this challenge, life willingly becomes the game board on which you play. Life will whisper in your ear, I will give you what you want, but you must find your way through this puzzle that I have created for you. And it's not going to be easy. I know you. I know your weaknesses, and I'm going to test you to see if you truly want what you seek. Life wants its best players to win, so they know who they are. In the course of a player's life, they may play this game over and over. Life will always accept. Each desire is obtained only after slaying the dragon life created for you. Life challenges its competitors, but it also prepares them. The path to slay the dragon will include all the training needed. I'm on my journey, and it never gets easier. Through the struggle, I've been given tools that are helping me to become the highest version of myself, so I might give the monster that awaits me a decent fight. Part of participating in life's game is enticing others to play. Those who choose not to participate will be used as obstacles, interfering with the active player's progress. Each new participant led into playing this game becomes an ally. As a collective, we can share what we learn in our journeys, guiding us in successfully overcoming challenges and conquering what waits to see if you paid the price. Life will never give you a challenge that you can't overcome. Life is fair and follows its set of rules. So start right now and join. It doesn't matter where life has led you to this point. Soul search and determine what you want in exchange for life's challenge. Life wants you to struggle with its obstacles. It wants you to have to dig deep, fall down, get up, feel hopeless, find answers, solve its riddles and problems until you stand on top of the slain dragon in possession of that which your heart truly seeks. Life knows how amazing you are and created this game just for that purpose, for you to know you are. Life went on an incredible journey in creating us, his players. It wasn't easy in the process. There were times that life felt like giving up. There were problems life thought could not be answered, but look around. All was created out of nothing. You're proof. Nothing is more rewarding than realizing the highest version of yourself. We are where we are to have this chance. Everything we experience, the good, the bad, the happy, the sad, it's all part of the process for us to feel what life felt when it successfully realized the highest expression of itself in creating us. I've been sharing all I've learned while on my journey that has helped me overcome extreme obstacles that came very close to taking me down. But my lowest lows have produced my highest highs, and I'm becoming the version of myself that I never thought I'd realize. My suffering drives me to help others. What good would it be if I was the only one to understand and end my pain? I can't be fully happy if those around me are not. The world I wish to live in is one where all are living a life full of purpose. They're struggling with their challenges, but knowing that everything experienced is to learn how amazing we are and what we are capable of. Greatness is contagious. I really hope this message lands in the right ears, encouraging whoever needs this. You are amazing. Your challenges are hard, but they are part of your journey to know how wonderful of a creation you are. You are living to know exactly that. This coronavirus pandemic is a reminder that life still calls you to play its game. Use this time to remember what it is you seek, then do everything you can to learn and grow into the person that wished, believed, and became. Once you play, everything you see will become a lesson, leading you one step closer. This is what I've learned, and I can't wait for what you will teach me. Let's return to the world after this quarantine fired up as some badasses ready to get it. We're at habit 10. This is money mastery. Money's very important. Whatever negative beliefs you have about it need to be reviewed and challenged. Poor money habits will chip away at becoming the highest version of yourself. You must become a master at money. And how do you become a master at anything? You put in the work. I've made every mistake with money. I've had to learn the hard way. One time I was audited and told I had 60 days to pay more money than I ever had at one time, or my business will be shut down. I've failed in several ventures. I've owed companies more money than most people I know even make in a year. I've made spending mistakes that haunt me. I've loaned good friends money never to be paid back. Every mistake, I've made it. When I began my self-improvement journey, I took inventory of myself. I wanted honest answers, so I went to what would give me the truth: numbers. First, I took inventory of how I spent my time. For days, I wrote everything I did and how much time I did it. The second inventory I took was how I was spending each dollar. You need to do this right now. If it's already not something you do. Track every dollar you spend, organize your spending, and total up how much you spend in each category. This will be hard to look at. The truth hurts. You need to look at exactly how much you spend, exactly per day, week, month, year, in every category down the line. I remember the first time I saw my spending, I was shocked. Like, I was really disturbed. It deeply affected me for several weeks. I had an accountant do this for me for the first time in my life, and wow, is all I can say. Seeing that I'm spending $1,500 to $2,000 on fast food and restaurants in 1 month, and I had no idea, that will fuck with you. Seeing how much money I'm spending on entertainment made me sick. I would think about the money I spent, that I have nothing to show for. I felt empty. I added up all the money I could have saved by following a budget. This haunted me, but you know what? I needed to know. The negative emotions I felt made me strive to educate myself. My spending habits were huge weakness that needed attention. Money problems mess with you in ways nothing else can. I look back on so many sleepless nights worrying about money, and all this could have been avoided if I just put some attention into it. Habit 10 was created to make sure I never had to worry again. I was going to learn everything there is about money management and financial planning. I decided every day I would spend at least 30 to 60 minutes focusing my attention on money, finances, and anything else related. The first thing I did was my accounting. I tracked my expenses, categorized them, and added up daily, monthly, yearly. This led me to take into account the money I was bringing in, how much I was making, and out of that, how much I was saving. Then I wrote down and accounted for all the expenses. I now know exactly the amount I'm spending. Having this information gives you something to work with. I could now make a plan. Having this habit as a daily activity, I soon had control of my accounting. I could easily view it. Once organized, jotting down new income and spending took maybe 10 minutes. My habit required me to spend 30 to 60 minutes, so now I would use the remaining time to come up with ways I could cut some expenses and even make a budget. Now I'm proactively saving money, and I'm watching my nest egg grow. Once this was all in place, I started spending time reading about money, watching videos, educating myself every day. This gave me new ideas and goals to work for. Instead of viewing money as something that just pays my bills and gives little temporary fixes, now I viewed it in terms of how can I put it to work to bring in more. Every day I use some of my time to research how I can put my money in action. I'm constantly searching to create new streams. Money has become a fun hobby instead of something scary and secret. I still have a lot to learn, but becoming money savvy gives me this confidence that I've never had before. One of the best resources on everything money that really opened my eyes is a book called The Millionaire Next Door. Did you know that 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings? I always thought that those who made a lot of money were wealthy and well off, but I learned big earners struggle just as low income households and living month to month. You might make a lot, but your expenses can be a lot as well. There are millionaires out there who have learned to use their small salaries to produce amazing results, retiring very wealthy by learning the game. This book also brought to my attention something I really never think about, which is one day I'll be old and unable to work. Am I using my prime working years to set myself up for the future? This book shares horror stories of the many seniors that never learned the game and didn't think about it until it was too late. Becoming the highest version of myself will require me to improve my money IQ. Life revealed this weakness and forced me to work through it. Problems are nothing but lessons, nothing to be ashamed of. I've learned of countless now money masters that I look up to were shaped into who they are through financial crisis. This habit is shaping me and becoming extremely disciplined, which rubs off on many areas of my character. And as a father, I hope it rubs off on my son. Children inherit their parents' financial patterns. I notice I'm less impulsive. This habit teaches me to put off the temporary fix and hold out for the long-term reward. Habit 10, money mastery, requires 30 to 60 minutes of my time daily, and the return I get for that is life-changing. As I just spoke this last statement, I thought of something very powerful Habit 10 is drilling in me, which is questioning the return that I'm getting out of everything I invest in. Whether it's time, money, habits, people, anything and everything, I now seek that which will give me back more than I put in. Habit number 10 is a simple habit that packs a punch. Master money or be its slave. This is Quarantine Daily Routine. Habit 10, change your ways to change your days.